The company just announcing a partnership with Microsoft, launching a blockchain solution, this time for content rights and royalties management for media and entertainment industry. It's all about gaming, Paul.
It is to start with, and in fact, the problem we're trying to solve here is the incredible complexity of business contracts between Microsoft, especially to start with, Xbox gaming platform, and all the video game publishers that are out there. There are several thousand different publishers and games. Every single one of them has unique contracts and rules for all the different countries. That is a hugely complex intellectual property problem that lends itself extremely well to being deployed on a blockchain.
And so how can this be expanded? Is it as easy to apply to other areas of royalties and where else other than royalty and content can the blockchain easily be purposeful?
Oh, absolutely. So, in fact, rights and royalties for video games are very similar to movies and entertainment, music, books, patents. Working with Microsoft, we plan to basically put out this solution across, first of all ranges of intellectual property, and also to open it up beyond video games and Microsoft and their partners to other companies in the media and entertainment and content business.
And why did EY get involved in this? What was the value add there for Microsoft? Because I'm sure they got plenty of blockchain expertise within the company.
They do, and Microsoft has been an incredible technical partner. But what's been amazing is we actually have, not only do we have deep kind of process knowledge around this, but we actually have been equal partners with Microsoft in the technology development. So EY developers have been putting together the process around smart contracts, scaling up this blockchain. This will be the biggest, from a transactional perspective, this will be fully deployed, the biggest blockchain, industrial blockchain in the world. When it's fully deployed out, it'll be 2 million transactions a day. So our engineers worked alongside Microsoft's engineers in the Azure environment to make sure that we could build a solution that would actually scale even larger than both Ethereum and Bitcoin combined.
Yeah, talk to us about the scaling challenge, because this has been what's been holding back many who've been frustrated with Ether on the Ethereum blockchain and Bitcoin, and why it can't be used for a payment solution. Why have you been able to scale to get so many transactions when it's an industrial solution?
So there are definitely some advantages in working with the Microsoft environment in Azure. We chose a platform called Quorum, which allows us to scale, and we've made some choices in the design architecture that will allow us to speed up the process. But the most important thing is really, if you look at platforms like Ethereum and Bitcoin and others, they have plans for scaling. But what is more challenging is figuring out the business process application and the business value creation. And that was really the big driver. For Microsoft, we're able to take out something like 2/3 of their cost of managing a rights and royalty system. And we're able to drop the time required to process transactions and tell partners how much they have coming. We've dropped that by more than 99%. This is probably the biggest cycle time compression we've ever had in my career.
Where else are you looking then? What other industries do you think that this can be best placed? I've heard of energy, of course, being a key one. Is this somewhere that EY is already looking at? And what about other technical partnerships other than with Microsoft?
So we've got a foundational principle at EY that we believe that blockchains will do for ecosystems of companies what ERP did for the single enterprise. And anywhere you have complex business logic and shared network controls that need to be implemented, it's a good solution. And we think the early ones that we're working on are things like supply chain management, so logistics partners, manufacturing, any kind of intellectual property. Ultimately, our goal is to have an integrated system where we could take a software license token from a Microsoft solution and drop it into a manufactured bill of materials for a car that would be managed in a car sharing environment. So there's lots of different solutions here that can go end to end in this blockchain environment.
I've got to get your take there, Paul, on what I'm hearing. You hear it from every big bank CEO basically is, I don't really think or know if there's much longevity in crypto, but there certainly is in the technology that underlies it, in blockchain technology. What do you think about the crypto that these blockchain technologies are built upon? Do you think that they have this long-term staying power, as many of those who are investing in it believe?
So what I would do is I would separate the two things. So there's cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ether and others, and I think those, as proof of concepts, are amazing. They definitely have longevity, but the platforms, I think, are likely to be even more powerful. In the long run, if you think about something like Ethereum or Quorum, a token can be a payment token, but I can have dollar tokens or euro tokens or yen tokens. So there's no requirement, if you're doing business on a blockchain, that you have to do your payments in Bitcoin or Ethereum. Those will certainly be out there, but we believe the long-term future of blockchain technology is intercompany collaboration, but with payments and exchanges of products and services that are based on classical fiat currency tokens like dollars, euros, yens, all of those other types of tokens that we're used to using.